Greetings, friend, and welcome to the fire. You know, during the holidays, it's always nice to have family over, even when they're possessed by evil sentient weapons. How my party completely ruined our DM's plans by inviting my character's grandmother to Christmas. r/D&D stories posted by Skyward Sword 4537. So for context, we're running a Pathfinder campaign where we are playing as a rebellion fighting against a sentient undead government. Our party was tasked by the rebel leaders to help secure funds for the rebellion. So thus, we decided to go loot various old crown forts in the hopes that we can secure enough gold to help fund our armies and get a steady source of supply started. Unfortunately, however, the first fort we decided to try to loot was owned by a living baroness with a squad of relatively decent mercs. And as we were clearing the place of feral undead, she appeared, forcing us to either strike a deal with her or try to kill her and her mercs and move along. The fight would have genuinely been unwinnable due to us trying to regain our spell slots and recoup our HP from the massive fight prior, considering our vigilante was near dead and our spiritualist phantoms poofed. So we agreed to her terms that we'd clear out the fort and get paid by her for doing so, but agreed that everything inside belonged to her, a deal as rebels we'd obviously not uphold. And she left, leaving one of her mercs, a rogue, to help and watch over us to ensure we don't betray her. So over the next few sessions in this long dungeon crawl, our party discovered a hidden vault, and were quickly running out of time to secure it before the Baroness, so we decided to just hand over a stockpile of weapons we discovered, just to keep her distracted and satisfied. And our vigilante begins his attempts to bribe the Baroness's rogue. When she returned, my character named Cloudy, the group's hunter, was running interference with the Baroness's men, keeping them distracted long enough for the group to enter the vault, loot it, and get out. But during that conversation with the Baroness and her mercs, Cloudy quickly learned that one of the mercs, a blacksmith, was his long-lost grandmother. And after a long conversation, verifying that she was who he thought, invited her over for Christmas, wanting to reunite his family. I know, probably not the best thing to say to your supposed enemy, but why not? Well, one betrayal, several dungeons, and the accidental releasement of an evil sentient axe that can open demon portals and control minds later, we learn that the very same Baroness has said axe, and is forcing Cloudy's grandmother, under guard, to be both controlled sporadically by it and make a portal to the abyss. But just as all hope was thought to be lost on recovering/containing such an artifact and saving Cloudy's grandmother, guess who shows up in our party's town with the axe, waiting for her family to pick her up for Christmas? That's right, Cloudy's grandmother. The DM originally forgot Cloudy invited her, and thanks to a lucky percentile roll, she had apparently having slipped a guard and traveled nearly a week across the continent to our little town, and is now sitting in our own very tavern, just drinking. So our party's vigilante slipped some knockout poison in her drink, and our NPC fighter companion slipped in and evacuated the tavern of civilians in case our luck ran out and a fight was required. And well, a few lucky rolls later, with some failed con saves, and boom, Cloudy's grandmother is unconscious. The vigilante is running through the streets with a very angry talking axe on fire with the Benny Hill song playing. And suffice to say, RDM's Manor Dungeon idea for saving Cloudy's grandmother from the clutches of an evil baroness was utterly sunk, with our vigilante now known as the guy who poisoned an old lady. All 'cause several sessions prior, I invited my grandma over for Christmas. So sorry, DM. You know what, OP? At the very least, you got a happy and wholesome holiday special out of it. And hey, maybe even a new holiday song. One of the replies to this story was the title, Grandma Got Hung Over by a Ranger. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. And would you kindly follow the socials posted in the description below. As always, be good, be great, be awesome.